Beautiful people, I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and please leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're happy. Hope you're safe and all those great things. All contributions are highly appreciated and all are welcome on this channel, okay? Make sure that you tell a family friend or that you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so that they can be privy to these spiritual notifications, okay, on this beautiful journey of life. All right. All right. What does the collective need to know for their highest good? Show us clearly. Okay. Okay, collective, we're starting off with the energy of the Eight of Swords, okay? I'm feeling trapped or confined, okay? You could be in a situation where you feel that you could be tied up in. Maybe you're feeling confined. Maybe you're feeling you're unable to get out of this situation. This feels like a relationship or some kind of connection. Maybe things have changed over time. This could be a romantic connection, or this could be a friendship or a business partnership. But either way, you feel like your hands are tied. You feel like you are stuck in a situation and you're unable to break free from the situation. There could be maybe contractual ties, you know, if this is a business partnership, or this could be a relationship. Maybe you are married or committed to someone. Maybe you have assets where both of your names are tied to properties or some kind of business, okay? Or also finances. Maybe your finances are tied or entangled, you know, and you want out of the situation. You have been unhappy for some time now, maybe possibly leaving yourself in isolation or going into isolation, not wanting to be bothered. You know, things have changed for you. Possibly people around you could be noticing this change within you, collective. But you're very, you know, you feel like you are just binded to this situation. You feel like this situation is something that you can't come out of. You feel like this situation is just very burdensome for you. Excuse me for one moment, collective. And okay, yes, and so you could also have been maybe confiding in someone regarding this connection or the situation. If you are married, maybe you have been considering a divorce. Maybe you have been seeking counsel, trying to speak to someone to find out, you know, is it possible for you to separate out of this connection without feeling like you're burnt or you've taken the brunt, you know, the bad side of this disconnection, because you realize that you have to separate yourself in order to be happy, okay? Yeah, so this is either a business or a romantic connection, okay? It's left a lot of burden on you, you know, recently, you know, lots of stress, lots of animosity between you and your partner. Could have been a lot of disagreements, lots of arguing or back and forth. Maybe you have tried to keep peace in this connection, in this relationship, you know, maybe biting your tongue from time to time. I'm not saying you're not speaking up for yourself, but maybe to avoid an argument because you've been feeling so stressed out and overwhelmed because you want out of the situation, but you realize that it's going to take a process. And so maybe sometimes, you know, if you live in the same home as this person, if this is maybe a romantic connection, maybe when you come in, you do avoid certain topics or certain conversations because you're just not in the mood, you know. This 10 of Wands here, this is a lot of burden and stress. This is something to the point where a person feeling like they're going to collapse. And so you've had enough. Maybe you've tried to maybe speak to your partner they're not willing to compromise or see eye to eye, with you regarding this connection or bring some kind of resolution. And so you're like, look, well, since you don't want to make amends or try to remedy this situation or this connection, well, it's best I go my way and you go yours. But I'm feeling there's a lot tied into this connection. This is not a situation where two people just moved in together or two people just got married. I'm seeing someone with a lot of things tied up. Maybe your housing situation, your lease, and their name, your lease. Yeah, your name and their name could be tied into a lease agreement or a mortgage situation, or someone maybe you and your husband or wife or you and your partner have invested in some kind of business or some kind of loan to start a business. Okay, you have a lot of assets and things that are tied up together. And so yes, and so I see someone going to seek maybe legal consultation, someone seeking a lawyer or an attorney to find out how can they once again, as I said, get out of this connection without taking a major loss. There was a time where you once felt very in love with your partner, whether this is business or a romantic situation. You can have love for your business partner as well, collective, okay? And so there was a time where you felt a lot of passion, a lot of love, and admiration and respect for each other. And the feeling was very mutual. Things were well. Things weren't always bad. It wasn't always negative. But it's to the point that maybe it's just time, and you're feeling this also, Spirit is saying, to just let go and let it flow. You are done, trying to weigh your options. You are done being in indecision. You're very firm on what it is that you want to do, collective, but it's just a need for you to be patient because you can't wait. You're very excited about, letting go of this connection, this relationship. And Spirit is just saying, be patient, as you go through this process. When it comes to litigation and court procedures, sometimes dates are postponed, things come up, but you will be able to regain your happiness and you will be able to maintain your stability. If you're concerned with your finances, maybe you've been in this connection and maybe your partner paid majority of the bills, or maybe the situation, the arrangement that you had didn't require you to have as many expenses. That part of your life will change, but there's nothing to fear because Spirit is saying you're going to be able to provide for yourself. Someone's watching this video or is going to see this video that is very concerned or worried about taking care of themselves, as you should be, but Spirit is saying it's going to work out fine for you. You're either going to find some kind of housing situation, maybe like an apartment or some kind of living arrangement, and I don't see, it's not with a roommate, but you're going to find some kind of housing that's going to assist you with this separation, so you'll be able to, reclaim your independence, as you go through this experience of this separation or this breakup. It could take an emotional toll on you, even though you realize the connection is just unhealthy, but you still have a connection with that person. You once were, very passionate lovers with this person. There was a lot of like-minded energy that was reciprocated between you two. There were good times, and as you go through this process, you're going to need to have a space and place where you can be alone, to regroup and regather your thoughts and go through the process of healing and releasing as you move forward. Okay. It's different for everyone, breakups and separations. Okay. It's one thing to get a divorce on the paper, but there's also that coven, that energetic attachment that you have with your partner or this person. Okay. And so Spirit just wants you to know that you will overcome. You will be able to maintain your stability. So if you're concerned about that, you probably can't see your way through. You're probably like, how? Well, what do you mean? I only have this much in the bank account. It's going to work out just fine. Okay. So make sure you do what you need to do, show up to your court dates on time, accurately, do what needs to be done as far as taking care of your business, and continue to practice that self-preservation, take care of yourself while you go through this hard on yourself as well, Spirit is saying, okay? All right. And so the next card we have here is the Chariot energy here. You or someone around you could have Cancer in your birth chart, the water energy here. It says, yes, it says winning, overcoming obstacles and success, ambition and determination, willpower, self-discipline. And so with this Chariot energy here, this is a card where I say you will be able to take care of yourself. You do not have to stress or be overly concerned, wondering, because it's on somebody's mind. Maybe there's quite a few people, because I'm picking up on the energy, who's very concerned about the change. When you've been in an arrangement for a long time or for a while, and you make that separation with someone, it is different, especially if your responsibilities were different, and now you're independent on your own. Maybe you're someone who's never lived on your own, and it's okay. Everyone has different circumstances and different lifestyles. Maybe you've never lived on your own, but it's going to work out fine. There is something with this Chariot energy, there is something that is going to cross your path, and I'm feeling that it's going to be a housing situation. Because maybe that's what you're concerned with. Like, oh, I have to pay rent, I have to pay utilities, I have to pay insurance, I have to pay a car note. How am I going to do all this? I got the Wi-Fi bill, and there's something that is going to cross your path. This could be information someone could give you, or you may run across, that's going to help you. It's going to help you be frugal, and it's going to just help you be comfortable while you go through this process. And there's something here about maintaining your independence and stepping out on faith and not being fearful. If you need to maybe have a roommate situation, then that's okay. Life is different for everyone. But Spirit is saying, but it is a good idea if you are able to, collective, to go ahead and, live on your own and get that experience of being independent and self-efficient, because it will help you moving forward. But they're saying that there's something that's going to come across, information, and once again, I'm getting it against a living situation. Okay, so everything's going to work out fine. Don't worry. Don't be a worry warrior. Don't be a worry wart. Okay, everything's going to work out fine. You will look back at this situation and this experience, and you will find, that it was just a lesson learned. We all go through lessons and experiences here on the planet Earth. As I always say, that's why we are put here. And I say things so much, and I refrain a lot of things, because things need to be reinterpreted. It needs to be reintroduced. It needs to be repeated. It needs to be heard again. Maybe you heard it on a day, maybe you weren't in the best place, and so it needs to be received. So that's the spiritual notification. Hold on tight, be patient, don't be so hard on yourself. It's going to work out fine. The universe understand that this is all new to you, being independent and on your own, and just don't be so hard on yourself. It's going to work out fine. You're going to look back and laugh at this, and you're going to say, well, I'm glad that I had that experience. I learned a lot in that connection, and this is going to lead you to the right person entering your life, the right person entering your life, to maybe want to remarry one day, or if not remarry, maybe make memories with one day. Okay. And so the next card we have here is the Magician card. Okay. And so you have the magic within you with this Magician energy here. It says creativity, action, power. Okay. Eloquence, willpower, and directing your will. So make sure that you are just being easy on yourself, as I just said, and just being patient with the process. Do what needs to be done. When it comes to any paperwork, any court proceedings, any court dates, go, show up, dot your I's, cross your T's. When it's time to move, maybe you agree to maybe break the lease, and you both go your separate ways, turn in the keys if they need to be turned in. If the landlord needs to do a walkthrough, be on time, let them do a walkthrough, do what needs to be done. Get all your property out of that residence so you don't have to come back and be making communication. Hey, I got a few more boxes. Spirit wants you to go ahead and release this and do a clean cut break. I'm hearing clean and cut, meaning, what needs to be done. If you have nowhere to put your things, get a storage unit. Put your stuff in storage or somebody's basement, whatever you have to do, but make it to where you do not have to, keep reaching back when you need to be moving forward. I'll put it like that. Okay, so they want you to progress forward because it's time to say bye, to release yourself from the stress and the burden that you have been feeling, so that you'll be able to lay these wands down. And then meanwhile, you can practice that same energy of when it was good between the two of you, when there was passion and a lot of love and a lot of laughter. You can practice pouring that love into thyself, okay? And so Spirit wants you to clear the slate, let go, let the process flow so that those good things can head your way, so that you can make space for those good things, and you'll be ready to receive, okay? And so the next card we have here, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. And so the Ten of Pentacles is everything that a person could want, hope for, wish, or desire. So we want to make sure that we're mindful, that we're constantly preparing ourselves, Spirit is saying, as you go through this process. It does not have to be all doom and gloom, and also Spirit is saying, if you need to reach out and speak to someone, if you need counseling, it's okay to get counseling. It's okay to talk to a medical professional, seek the help that is needed. Maybe you belong to a church. Maybe there's someone in your congregation that you can confide in. Life is different for everyone, okay? But however, seek the help that is necessary, do the things that are required, and make sure that you go ahead and close that door and clean that slate. Don't leave any boxes or items at that old residence. I'm being told to repeat that. Don't be in the process of moving and say, I'm going to come back and get that. There's no need for you to come back. The day that you're supposed to move and turn that key in, have all your things out of that home, that apartment, that bedroom, whatever your living situation was. And if it's something you don't want, leave it behind. Do not look back to return to get it. Spirit wants you to move forward. Do not be looking to communicate also with this person, because I'm feeling and I'm seeing also someone who's been through a lot, so much that you felt you were so devastated that you thought you would never ever be able to see your way out of the situation. And there's an opening right here, as you can see that clearly, but there's swords behind this person, and they're wrapped and they're tied up, and it looks like tissue paper to me. So this person whom you were in a connection with placed a lot of illusions in front of you, having you think, they could have had narcissistic tendencies, a lots of mental manipulation and play, took place and was conspired against you when you were in this connection, having you, misleading you, making you think one moment is good when all the time they were doing something else different. It turned out to be not so good. Okay. And so Spirit wants you to let this go. This is a connection that you do not need to turn back to, because this Ten of Wands here, meaning that's something very heavy, and it put a strain on you. It was an uphill battle. And so you need to take this karmic lesson, and transmute it into a blessing. So close that door and never look back and move forward. Go ahead and work your magic, collective. Everything on this table, everything is within you. You have everything that you need, okay? And so just be honest with yourself. If you need to talk to someone, you need to get counseling, do that. But you don't need to overindulge in vices, maybe losing sleep. And when your eating habits start to change, those kind of things, that's when we know we need to seek out and be honest with ourselves and get some help. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's about adulting, being authentic with yourself, being real with yourself, loving yourself enough to know, hey, I need some help. I'm going to go get me some help. I'm going to go talk to someone if you need that. So don't fear that, whomever you are. But the Ten of Pentacles is here, unexpected financial income, lump sums, wills, deeds, trust, legacies, solid foundations. So you are heading in the path of abundance, limitless potential, okay? Whether someone has left you an inheritance, you may find this out. You may come across some unexpected money, okay? It happens, okay? Or you may become just very successful. I'm hearing world renowned, maybe in some kind of business that you may indulge in the near future. So remain optimistic. Things crumble so new things can be built, so new things can be established. Old relationships fall apart so that the new people can come into your life, and you can have those things that you've been hoping for, wishing for, praying for. Okay. You've probably been in prayer or been in meditation, requesting things, and here it is. It may not be pretty. It may not be a beautiful situation, but in the end, you will look back and you're going to love this. We're closing out with the High Priestess here, okay? So you will regain once again your stability, your balance. You will come out of this indecision, being confused, but that energy of you being confused come from being in this connection with this narcissist here. They were someone who wanted to be very controlling. I'm also hearing this person wore a mask. They were not their original true selves with you. They presented themselves in one way, but when they turned their back or left the home or turned the corner, they became someone else. Maybe they got to pick up their phone. Yeah, I'm on my way to those kind of things. And so, yeah, Spirit is saying, go ahead. You've had enough of that. It's time to experience what you are worthy of, what you are deserving of. And we have the high priestess here. And as the high priestess sit here on the throne, very lots of wisdom, lots of balance, very spiritually inclined, knows how to take care of him or herself. This could be male or female. Remember, gender is fluid in tarot, but either way, this is a wonderful card. It's in an upright position. And so if not now, this is where you're headed. Okay. This is where in your near future for walking away and releasing and leaving behind those things that don't serve you. Okay, so just remember that the magic is within you, that you have everything within you that you need. You do not have to attach yourself to anyone to be happy, to be successful, to be confident, to be victorious. And so when I say that, I'm referring to a relationship. In order to be happy, happiness comes from within. And then if you meet someone whom you're interested in, and then you can add your happiness to the plate, but your happiness in your life collective does not rely on your relationship with other people, especially when this is what they're giving you here. Okay. And if this person tries to reach out to you, I'm hearing Michael Jackson. Spirit says, remember the time. And let that encourage you to make sure you keep that door closed and just move forward. You don't have to curse anybody out. You don't have to answer your phone and scream at anyone. Just don't answer at all. Sometimes the best answer is no answer at all. So this concludes my read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Ashe.